Now, so I'm filling in on Fair Talk. John Dvorak stops by from the Rice County Fair as the executive secretary of the show today, a service of the Heine Insurance Agency. Just saw Bob at the farmers market on Saturday. Man, he was looking good. State Bank of Faribault, Tom's Lock and Key, the Keller Insurance Agency, IBEW Local Union 110, Faribault Senior Living, Faribault Vacuum and Sewing. Boy, the size of the vacuum cleaner they had in the Heritage Days parade. One fell swoop would cover my whole house. Dr. David Garley, a veterinarian, and as I mentioned, the State Bank of Faribault, also a sponsor. So it's great. We got a lot of sponsors, John. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
People are excited about the fair.
I hope so. There's a lot of work going into it, and we're excited here. The board's excited, and we're all just waiting for time to getting close, and it's going to be here before we know it. And hopefully all this rain leaves us and we have some nice cool weather like we did again last year, and we'll be off to a great fair.
We did have perfect weather, didn't we?
We sure did. We couldn't have ordered it any better.
You know, middle of July, you're usually thinking it's going to be hot.
Yeah, and hot and steamy. You know, that's kind of been our past experiences. You know, it was hot and steamy and high humidities, and we sure didn't have that last year.
No, I remember interviewing the Queens on the Tuesday, and they were all wearing their jackets.
Yeah, it was a little chilly, but that's okay.
No, I like a little chill in here. I'm
That's
not really
right.
into the hot, humid stuff.
Exactly so, and but you know, that was last year. This is this year, and you know, and naturally we'll hope for great weather, and there'll be something there for everybody, and the fair will go on, rain or shine. So.
Well, we're hoping for the rain, for the shine.
We're hoping for the shine. That's right.
It can rain overnight, right?
That's right. Settle the dust, and come morning, we're hoping that we'll have a nice day, and it continues on through the night, and then or through the evening, and then at night again, it can do what it wants. But just as long as come 7 o'clock, the sun is shining.
It seems that every year there's some improvements on the fairgrounds. Have there been any of this? You know, you had the new Gillen building a year ago.
We did. We had the new Gillen building last year, and you know, as you all know, we switched up our fairgrounds by moving the rides around, and so
that was an awesome move, by the way.
It was, and you know, it was a great move. It really worked out well. We were not sure of how people were going to take it, and you know, the response 10-1 was in favor of it. You know, it's interesting because last year those rides, the children's rides, were still going strong at 11:30 at night on Friday and Saturday night. Parents were there loving it. Kids were running around. It was just a total different atmosphere of what we've had in the past, and so a lot of great comments. You know, moms were thrilled with it, and we made it non-smoking, and we had it to be a non-smoking area, and it was pretty much. You know, we looked after that and made sure that it wasn't, people weren't smoking, and you know, there's 1 or 2 instances where we had to tell people to put out the cigarette. It went without an incident, and we were happy. It was great. It turned out really great, and so we're going to do that again this year. We won't change that. We will. We are faced with some construction going on at the Historical Society right now. I've been told that by the fair time that will be all put back together, and we'll be able to use that space. There was a little bit of excavation that went on there. We'll have to deal with some issues before the fair. Hopefully we can get grass to grow in areas, but we are still going to have what we had last year. We're not going to have the legacy stage that we had last year down at that area. They'll be consumed mainly with the kids' rides. And the Historical Society naturally will have their programs going on throughout the fair like they had in the past, and so just a great area, you know, just a great area to come and see what Yesterday World was all about, and what a great place to showcase it like in that Historical Society.
Yeah, I emceed their banquet a couple weekends ago. That was a lot of fun. We're going to visit more with John. He is the executive secretary of the Rice County Fair. What is this, your 3rd fair?
3rd one, yes. So
they get easier as the years go by, I would guess. Just a guess.
Just a guess.
That's not true?
You know, one would think so, but now, you know, I kind of sit here and second guess myself. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? How did I do this last year? So I would hope that they would get easier as time goes on, but maybe that's a good thing, that makes me more conscious to make sure that things are going like they're supposed to, and I'm not forgetting something.
The terrific premium books are out.
They are. They came out. We had them printed again. They should be in all the banks and the surrounding communities, and all the places where they have been in the past. The Fair Board members have been diligent in getting them passed out. Our Passport to Fun tickets are going to be going out to Hy-Vee here in Faribault, and Econo Foods in Northfield, and Franzen Bank in Lonsdale. So those will be delivered here in the next couple of days and will be for sale. Really a great offer to take advantage of. I mean, for $45, you come and get your picture taken. They put it on a badge, and you wear that around your neck, and you can ride all the fair rides from start to finish for 5 days of the fair, and it's a great value.
Got some terrific pictures on the cover here. I love this little one holding the big stuffed animal.
Yeah, that's try to put something on it that's kind of highlights the fairs, and you know, it's kind of nice and fun to watch stuff like that happen during the fair, what all takes place at the fair, and with the games and the rides and the shows, and it's a great time.
And I tell you, I think every year you get better and better free entertainment.
Something that we work on, you know, that midway stage that we have, that's always been the trademark of the fair, is for free entertainment, and we've been very fortunate. The white sidewalls, they've been coming for years. They draw a great crowd. People call ahead of time, and they want to know if the white sidewalls are coming, and just a great time for individuals that can come and relive the past, that they can enjoy the music that they listened to when they were young, and that's always, you know, that area is always packed. Along with that, this year on Tuesday night, of course, we have our Queen Coronation. Wednesday night, we're bringing in the Rocking Hollywoods. It's another rock band that has been at our fair from time to time, and they wanted to come back, so we're bringing them back on Wednesday night. Thursday night, of course, we have the white sidewalls. Friday night, we're going to have a treat again. We have Charlie Chica and his old time band coming in, playing polka music. That's always a nice draw. We had him last year, and he played on the legacy stage that we had, and drew a fair amount of people. So we're going to bring that again on Friday night, only we're going to put that on the midway stage and try to, you know, make it entertaining for the individuals that want to listen to old time music. All day Friday we'll kind of have a Czechoslovakian theme. You know, we have the New Prague Czech singers coming in. We have the Domácí dancers coming again this year that do the folk dancing, the Czech folk dancing. Arnie and Deb Ziskowski do a great job with that program. They take young individuals, and they try to get them when they're young and bring them through the ranks, and they put on a really nice, entertaining performance. And then we have the New Prague Concertina band coming back in the afternoon later in the afternoon on Friday, and then, you know, we'll just lead into Charlie Chica's old time band. On Saturday night, I'm excited about this. We're bringing back an individual that we've had here many times before. We have Sherwin Linton coming back. Those of you that know Sherwin, he is a cast-off of Johnny Cash. He you know, sings a lot of Johnny songs. He's a lot of country songs, and he's got a great performance. He has a young individual that joined his group. She's 16 years old, and she's going to be playing with him also. And I'm looking for it to be a fabulous night, because he can sure put on a show.
He certainly can. You have those drawings again.
We do, and we have the drawings each night at 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock, and it's just a little way to add some excitement into the fair. So when you come into the fair, you'll be given a ticket, you sign it, and you go into one of the exhibit buildings, and there'll be a drop-off for it, and then at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and 10 o'clock at night, we'll draw winners.
So you have to be present.
And you have to be present to win, and then certain individuals, one or two individuals are picked, and then they come back on Sunday afternoon, and there'll be some great grand prizes that will be given away on Sunday afternoon.
Oh
so.
my, look at this list of grand prizes. 2 days at Spirit Lake Retreat.
Yes.
That's in Frederick, Wisconsin. It's an $800 value.
Yes.
A $500 travel certificate and a dozen specialty cupcakes from Cakewalk.
Yeah, so from Cakewalk, once a month, you'll be able to go in and pick out your flavor of the month cupcake. Great deal.
$312 value.
That's right. So, and I don't know if anybody hasn't made it to that establishment, but boy, I tell you, you can't walk out of there without a cupcake.
Yeah,
and, you know, we're thankful that you know, these are all donated prizes, and you know, so we're so grateful that we do have these people that sponsor this and give us the prizes to give away. And so, you know, if you're ever in Northfield, you know, stop by that Cakewalk, because they sure do a great job there, and they support the fair. And so, you know, stop in there and say thank you, you know, for supporting the fair.
We talked earlier about the move of the kiddie rides to the one end of the fairgrounds, the east end of the fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you did that, you moved machinery, the farm machinery. Was that accepted as well?
Very well, very well. It was a lot of great comments about it, and you know, people were glad to see that all the agricultural exhibits and everything was all in one spot.
Yeah, it's down by the barns, which
down
makes
by
sense.
the barns, and so that was something that it was in the back of my mind for a long time. You know, is, you know, gee, we got the animals down at one end of the barn, but we got the farm machinery down on the other end of the fair. You know, so let's try and put them together, and you know, for years that's the way it was. You know, and so you contemplate, well, are we doing the right thing by doing what we did for years and years? And so we did. It was a bold move, and I give the fair board a lot of credit to give me the go ahead to do it, and it worked out very well. We had Dave Isaacson was there with his ACO equipment, and SEMA equipment was there with their John Deere equipment. In fact, I just talked with Gary Marhouse this morning, and we talked about, you know, the positive feedback that he got from individuals. You know, now everybody's going to know, okay, we're in a new spot, so this is where you can look for us, and we'll be here. Excuse me, allowed for more room to put more stuff there, and to put on a little better display, make it more presentable and a little more user friendly for everybody to go through and look at what was there. Same with Dave Isaacson. He had a great turnout of people that came in and checked out the machinery, you know, between shows when they were watching their animals being judged. You know, either Dad came out real quick and take a look, or Grandpa came out.
Yeah, much more convenient than having to walk all the way to the other end of the fairground.
Exactly. So it worked out real well. And plus, you know, it was like a major attraction. You know, parents could come and let their kids look around and say, hey, this is, you know, what farm equipment looks like today, and they got a chance to crawl on it and sit inside the cabs, and so it was a great turnout for everybody.
Yeah, the kids love that. AM Minnesota continues. John Dvorak's with us. He is the Executive Secretary of the Rice County Fair. I probably should note the dates, July 21st through the 26th. 21st to the 26th. So we're about a month away, John. Are you ready? You got your ducks in a row, or are things going to really ramp up here for you?
Well, I don't know that one's ever ready, but yeah, things are starting to ramp up pretty good. We're in the middle of getting all of our ads built that are going to go into the newspapers, and trying to get radio spots and all that finalized, and so we're pretty good that way. A lot of maintenance is coming together at the fair. You know, barns are getting set up, pens are getting set up. All the painting that needs to be touched up is starting to get touched up, and so it's starting to come around. We did some, instead of building new buildings this year, we did do some maintenance to some of our buildings. Our bathrooms in the commercial building, which was the former gymnastics center, has two sets of bathrooms, a man and a woman's bathroom, and they've got new floors in them. The walls have been repainted. Ceramic tile was put into the hallways of that building, so that was done in thanks to Floor to Ceiling. They donated all the tile
Wow.
to go into that area, so we're thankful of that. Nariah Farmer was the one that did all the installation, and he did the floors in the bathroom, and gave us a reduced rate on that, and did a fantastic job. So we want to thank both of those companies for stepping forward and doing some donating to the fair. We really appreciated it. So that's taken care of. So the grass is being cut, the lawn's being trimmed, and final stuff will continue on till the day of the fair. But yeah, it's really starting to take shape.
That's what it takes a whole community to get involved in the fair.
That's exactly right, and it's we're so thankful that we do have the businesses that support us, and every year they come around and support us, whether it's donating materials, or whether it's supporting and sponsoring activities throughout the fair, the grandstand shows, the free act shows. There's so much that can be done there with, and if anybody wants to sponsor anything at the fair, they can get a hold of me at the fair office, and we'll gladly take them on as sponsors.
Speaking of the grandstand, this Tuesday night, Carnage races, is that like a demo derby?
No, it's more like an enduro race. There's going to be a series of 4 races. The first race is what they're going to call is an appliance race. Race around the track about 3 times, and they have to stop, and they actually put a kitchen appliance onto their car. They have to fasten it to the car. They can't use ratchet straps. They can just tie it down, and they do 3 more laps. Now, if they lose the appliance, they have to stop, put it back on. So naturally, if you're driving, you see somebody.
Hopefully these are junk appliances.
They are. And then so they have to do a series of 3 appliances that they have to fasten to their car. And so that'll be one race. Then we're doing another race where the driver of the car steers the car behind the steering wheel, and in the passenger seat, the individual, they fix it up so he runs the accelerator and the brake from the passenger seat. So that'll be a race. We have another race where it's called a trailer race, and they race around with a vehicle with a trailer on it, and everybody tries knocking the trailer off. The last race, and this is going to be, I think, a pretty funny race, and it's going to be really entertaining, but they'll do determine a number of laps around the track, and then they have to stop into we'll have, as many racers, they'll have a portable toilet. They'll have to pull out a length of toilet paper, and they go around, they do that 3 times, and each time they stop every 3rd lap, and they pick up a length of toilet paper, and the person that comes closest with that toilet paper to a predetermined length of toilet, what needs to be, they say, okay, it has to be 10 feet, no more, no less. Well, the person that comes closest to 10 feet wins the race. So I'm looking for it to be a little bit of an entertaining and something new, and I think it'll be kind of fun to watch. Then Wednesday night we have our enduro races. Those are always interesting. Thursday night we have our lawnmower races coming back. Last year was the first year. And I've got a race again that we're going to have set up between Troy Dunn and Jerry Groskreit and anybody else that we can conjure in. But I don't know what the race is going to be this year.
Now, refresh my memory. Was that a tie last year between those two?
Well, I think it was, yeah.
At least that's the claim.
That's the claim. And I guess, some people saw it differently, and some people saw Troy winning, some people saw Jerry winning. And
they're neighbors, by the way, too.
And they're neighbors, and so we kind of figured, well, maybe we just leave it in a tie, just, to make things a little bit more cohesive around the neighborhood. You didn't want a lot of arguing going on. And but we're going to have some type of a pre-race this year. I haven't quite decided what it's going to be, but it'll be something interesting. Friday night we have our bull riding, and Friday night is Kids' Day again at the fair, and Friday night we'll be giving away some prizes. We'll have some entertaining events for kids to partake in, and they'll be able to win some prizes. So looking forward to that, and that should be a fun time. Saturday night we have our ever so popular truck and tractor pull. That'll be Saturday night. And Sunday night we'll have our demolition derby to cap off the fair.
By the way, Your family pack available for that bull riding
Yes.
is a heck of a deal.
Well, I'm hoping so. You know, just trying to make it a little more affordable for a family to come in and take advantage of the fair and being able to come and see a grandstand show.
Well, you get 2 adults and 3 children for the price of what 2 adults would normally be.
Exactly so. Exactly so. So, you know, just trying to help out a little bit to draw those families in, and hopefully by doing that, you know, that'll make it so it's a little bit more affordable for a family to come. And then the kids can partake in the festivities during the intermission.
We only got a couple minutes left here, John, back a little over a minute. I wanted to touch on some of the stuff going on in the barns, but maybe we should leave that for Jerry, huh?
We can leave that for Jerry when Jerry returns, and but you know, it'll be pretty much same as last year. You know, we'll have our State Suffolk show on Saturday afternoon, along with the open sheep show. Then we have our ever popular beef open class beef show that comes in on Friday night. Man, some great looking animals come in with that show.
Is that the regional? We have a regional show.
Actually,
right?
it's a jackpot show for the beef. The State Suffolk show is a state show. And we also have a open market goat show that's coming in this year. So, you know, just a way for individuals to come in and bring their animals in and compete and just kind of see where they are. And hopefully everybody finds it that it's interesting and come on out and enjoy the Rice County Fair.
Yeah.